Hello, this is Al Rainey, aka Dusty Brick Brown. I'm your co-host for the Common Calling Roundtable discussion. It's September 23rd, 2020, and I am bringing to you a new comic book day haul. It is still Wednesday until midnight, so I want to go ahead and get a video up to showcase a few of the books and share a couple of things with the comic book community. So without further ado, let's begin. Maestro number 2. I picked this particular book up off the strength of Maestro number 1. It's essentially a retelling of the Maestro's origin. The Incredible Hulk actually survived a nuclear explosion or something along those lines. Basically, it is a pretty good read. I was intrigued by the first issue, so I figured I would pick it up. It's written by Peter David, which was a scribe of the Incredible Hulk back in the 90s. So far, so good. I haven't read this one yet, but given the opportunity, I will get caught up on it. Next book is Thor number 6. And this is, I think, the second or third, maybe third print variant. I'm not sure. But Thanos is on the cover, and he's actually in possession of some type of weird blacked out Infinity Gauntlet, and this is a wraparound cover if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but a lot of Thor books as of late have been kind of spiking in price. Picked it up essentially for the cover, but if something comes out of it in terms of value, more than likely your boy will probably sell it and apply whatever funds that I make, if it's substantial, to a Silver Age book, because I'm Silver Age all the way, and some Golden Age, but still a nice cover nonetheless. Next book is Juggernaut number 1. This book dropped today. One thing I want to make mention of before I move any further, I do like the fact that Marvel has actually paid homage to Chadwick Boseman in his passing. May he rest in peace. I saw that on quite a few of the books that I received today, so I thought that was very touching. And a cool thing for Marvel to do. But Juggernaut number 1 dropped today. I'm not sure if this is actually an ongoing series or a limited series. I saw it via previews pull box and figured I would go ahead and put it on my pull list. I'm actually getting the variant cover from Origin Story Comics. I picked this up from Primetime Comics or Primetime Gaming earlier today, along with the other books that I picked up. This book is a key alert. There is a new character that was introduced in this particular book by the name of D-Cell. Juggernaut calls her a mutant, but she says she is not a mutant. So I'm pretty sure at some point in time they'll flesh out that storyline with her. But again, it is the first appearance of a new character, and if you've been paying attention to what's been going on in the speculation field, a lot of books that have been coming out been getting that jacked up in price treatment, where a lot of the books coming out the gate is going to be $13, $15, $20+, so on and so forth. So before the speculators get to this particular book, you may want to pick one up if you don't have one. It was cover price for me, but again, there is a new character introduced in this particular book. Next book is the Immortal She-Hulk. I just picked this up off the strength of that. This is the number 1 in this particular series. It's written by Al Ewing. I actually started reading or actually collecting the Immortal Hulk about a month or 2 ago. I need to obtain some back issues to get caught up, but I figured I would grab this and see what it's all about. So I'll probably read this, if not tonight, sometime tomorrow. She-Hulk, she's looking kind of brolic, very brolic on this particular cover, but nonetheless, I went ahead and picked it up to see what it was all about. Next on the list is my coup for today. This is Spawn 309. This is the Outlaw Spawn variant cover. This particular book I actually picked up for cover price a couple of weeks ago when this book actually dropped. It was selling in certain comic book stores locally for about $19.99. Online through eBay, I saw prices in upwards of $35, $40. I don't know why it cost that much, because it's essentially just a B cover of Spawn 309. Nonetheless, I was able to snag a copy at cover price. So I'm going to hold on to it and see what happens in reference to the cover art. Looks pretty smooth, but you know how that goes. Next couple of books are going to be the Alex Ross Timeless variants. Now, I have a few of these on reserve in my pull list at Origin Story. Shout out to Origin Story. But I decided to pick up a few that weren't on my pull list and one that was. First one is Fantastic Four, number 2, Antithesis, I believe. Of course, you know who this is on the cover. It is the Silver Surfer. Alex Ross art, classic. I love his work, and in my opinion, Alex Ross is one of the best comic book artists out there, period. But the works that he does, his work, the Silver Surfer, looks so fluid. He looks like the T-1000, a regal version of the T-1000 in liquid form. But he has awesome artwork. So I do have a few more of these that I want to pick up. The next one is going to be the Immortal She-Hulk number 1. Again, Alex Ross. Beautiful cover. Again, I love his artwork. I love his realism to adding that flair to the comic book characters. It is a nice thing to behold, and I'm glad Marvel decided to do these books because they're awesome. I have a few of them on my pull list. Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Colossus. The Colossus one looks dope as well. Pick this one up as well. This is Giant Size XMen Storm. I have a couple of copies on reserve up at Origin Story. If they still have them for me, I'll probably put one away for a future giveaway. Awesome cover, awesome Storm cover, vintage Storm from the Giant Size X-Men era. Beautiful cover. I have yet to read this story because I actually bought the Jim Bartell copy or the variant cover last Saturday. So we'll see what this is all about. I got to get caught up on my X-Men reading, which, by the way, is my last book, X of Swords number 1. This is a variant edition cover, and this is a wraparound cover. I know that to be true. This actually starts off the storyline of X of Swords. Not really too keen on what's going to happen. To be honest with you, I am way behind on all my X books that I collect. X-Men, Excalibur, X-Force, and New Mutants. I did read a few of my X-Men books that I needed to get caught up on, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be. So hopefully this weekend I can get caught up. This is one of 22, and I know this is actually going to span the gambit of all the X titles, including Hellions, X Factor, and Wolverine as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this to see what's happening. X-Men 12 came out last week, and I believe I showed it on my last haul. Folks, that book has actually gone up because it was actually a first appearance of Genesis, which is Apocalypse's wife, and I think one of the swords that's going to be featured in this storyline. I still think it's ridiculous that that book actually jumped in price, but those are the times that we live in reference to comic book collecting. But that's it for me, folks. I do hope you enjoy what I have brought before you. If you like this video, please like it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, please share, tell a friend, tell a couple of friends, tell your grandmother if she loves comics. If not, tell whomever. But we hope to bring you some more content in the near future. And that's pretty much it. So with that being said, this is Al Rainey, aka Dusty Brick Brown, the Comic Calling Roundtable Discussion. Wishing you a good evening, good night, good morning, whichever time of day you watch this, and you take care. Be on the lookout for new content. Peace.